So we're going to bring in Eric Yaverbaum, our panelist here with me on the set. Eric, some people are saying that really the only reason that this story is being used is because it turned out that this guy was gay, something that he apparently would not even.
Well, look, first of all, it is true. There's a definite bias here. Obama's years, which he read himself out of his own book of drug use and alcohol use, and nobody really ever talks about it. It got dismissed, as it should be. You know, he was a kid, just like Romney was. Although, that said, there's something to the sandbox theory of how you behave in a sandbox when you're a child. Might be the same way that you behave in real life, in the real world. I'm not going to extrapolate from one story when he was very young that he's grown up to be a bully, because I haven't heard a second story like it, so it doesn't really sound like a pattern to me.
And, you know, let's get back to that, Justin. Britt Hume brought up the same point over the weekend on the air, that, you know, usually the media wouldn't cover something like this unless they saw a pattern. You have one incident that multiple witnesses say definitely happened, but there's no other incidents, nothing that would suggest that this was a pattern, something that was chronic with him. Does that matter?
I think that's a very good point. You know, if this was a pattern, you could take a look at it at least. If he continued to show this behavior well into his adult years, then we would have a serious problem. But this is something that took place 47 years ago, nearly half a century ago. And, you know, while I understand the sandbox theory, I think that's sort of a dangerous prediction to make, especially considering that a lot of young would-be politicians today are airing their, you know, misdeeds all over Facebook.
I don't know. I was talking a lot in the sandbox when I was a kid, and I'm still talking a lot, so that's where I got the theory from. That's
an interesting point, though, that now any youthful indiscretions are going to live forever on YouTube and whatnot and Facebook. So, so Justin, why did the Washington Post not only run the story, but run it where they ran it and with as many words as they ran it with?
Because timing. It was the perfect timing for this story, which they had obviously been working on for a while. They released it for the maximum impact, you know, which you really can't blame them for doing. You know, they're in the news business. They have to focus on what's newsworthy. But, you know, just the way it was formed really seems like it was sort of a manufactured scandal. And it really does not deserve the amount of attention that it's getting. And I'm surprised that it has had legs to really last so long.
Well, legs because, one, it was the Washington Post, and two, the place where it was, in the page that it was on in the Washington Post. But, I mean, I think that if you asked editors across the country of all the major newspapers how they judge what they should put in the paper, you know, without a pattern that shows, you know, bullying as it's happened repeatedly throughout the years, which the article didn't do at all. I didn't see the story there whatsoever, and I'm very surprised that it not only got in the paper, but got in the paper where it did. Obviously, they put a lot of time into that story.
And
they certainly did.
Yeah, so Justin, the other thing that people keep on bringing up, I mean, we mentioned President Obama's drug use, but other people are saying, well, what about the fact that we know virtually nothing at all about his childhood, that there's just almost nothing there? Why isn't the media digging more into him?
You know, I wouldn't say there's nothing there. And, you know, we have seen the media focus on some of it. And his upbringing was actually a large part of his coverage in the 2008 campaign. Not necessarily in a negative way, but just the view that he was raised, you know, by a single mother and really, you know, had a international upbringing and whatnot. You know, the fact remains that this, we're talking about Mitt Romney's childhood and not Barack Obama's childhood. And that just, that strikes a lot of people in a pretty strange way.
Eric, last word? Or?
No, you know, that article, it just went on and on and on and on. I don't know how many words they could even invent to make that article longer. I was very surprised to see that myself. And, you know, I think that Britt Hume's points that I also saw about the pattern are just dead on. I don't know why any editor puts that story in the paper.